I've been through moments that tested everything, my strength, my faith, and even my will to keep going. But somehow, I'm still standing. Not because it was easy, but because I refused to give up. I got pregnant at 16. I went to Dubai at 23. My husband left me and went with another woman when I was 24. At 24, I became a single mom. I raised two strong young men, 22 and 24 today, on my own. No shortcuts, no handouts. But with BTS, believe, trust, and surrender. At 27, I met someone special, a man who felt like the perfect match, like my twin, exactly like me. His introvert, his wife also left him. What made him stand out was his humility, his dreams, and his simplicity. He wasn't into vices, never spent beyond his means, and most of all, he listened. Not just as a partner, but as a confidant. Someone I could talk to, even about my deepest emotions. Someone who helped me face life's problems, not alone, but together. We've been together for 10 years, and we've been through so much. We were buried in debt, lost jobs, and even reached a point where the company wasn't paying salaries. But still, we held on. We survived it all, together. Then, in the last 2 years of our relationship, something amazing happened. A miracle, really. The company I worked for was acquired by a major financial group, and my salary jumped from 9,000 AED to 16,000 AED. From there, life started to get better, more stable, more comfortable. The life we always mentioned on our journal. But when life finally got comfortable, when work consumed most of my time, we drifted apart. We broke up. But until now, we remain the best of friends. I believe it's like a soul family. And one more thing. We applied for the EB3 other worker visa when we're still in a relationship. And when we broke up on that year, that form I-140, or in layman's term application, got approved. That's a whole other story. One with magical experience I'd love to share later on. At age 40, something amazing happened. My salary skyrocketed from 26,000 AED to 40,000 AED. That's not something you hear often, especially for a Filipino in Dubai. I was never promoted, never recognized, never awarded. I was unseen. I don't have any master's degree or any trainings that might stand me out. But I worked hard because we all know here in Middle East, we don't hold our own visas. My mindset was simple. Focus. Give it everything I've got and do whatever it takes to keep my job, as my stay here, like a residence visa, depends on employer. And I did. But I know it wasn't just hard work. It was God's work, and always will. Fast forward to last November, I was on a local vacation, and out of nowhere, I got terminated. Imagine after all the hard work, showing up every single day, I still got let go, over a minor issue. Of course, I had so many questions. I had my own thoughts, silent theories I kept to myself about why I was let go. It hurt. It's like grieving. I've been there for 11 years, but I had to keep going. So by force, I applied for a freelance permit and a self-employed visa. Just a few more years, and there's a real possibility that our EB3 visa application will finally be prioritized in the visa bulletin. That's why I'm starting to document what I'm building and working on, because this journey hasn't been easy. The higher the level, the higher the devil. The pain, self-doubt, the unknown, they come stronger. But I choose to stay grounded, to have humility. I choose to stay faithful to God. I choose to keep doing good. I know we all have divine mission to finish on this earth. I'm sharing my story now because honestly, even me, I'm amazed when I look back. It's been God's guidance all along. Yes, my children are older now, so I worry less about expenses. But life doesn't stop throwing challenges at you, especially when you have more choices, more responsibilities. And when I connected all the dots, I realized I wasn't really given a choice. In fact, it's good if you have no option. You can choose best. That's why I'm starting YouTube, to put out videos that might be useful for someone out there. I'm currently a freelancer, working on my own, selling digital products, and slowly building multiple streams of income. I also have a remote job to cover my day-to-day bills. YouTube is helping me mentally. it's helping me communicate better, and slowly, it's becoming something I believe could also support me financially. Even before I was dismissed from my job, and through all the blessings, magic, and miracles I've experienced, I've always wanted to share my story here. I wanted to be a living reminder that kindness still matters, that doing good still leads somewhere beautiful. Even when people treat you unfairly, even when life doesn't seem fair from a 3D lens, choose love, choose peace, choose kindness. And I know you do. Of course, we should always use our common sense and instinct. If someone is hurting you or threatening your family, set boundaries. Protect yourself, but never lose your light. Because I truly believe miracles kept happening into our life because we chose to stay faithful and spiritually connected to God. We chose to be generous, to share even when it hurt, to show up and be responsible though it's hard. Not just for ourselves, but for our beloved, family, soul tribe, our parents, children, siblings, and partners. So yes, I have 2 reasons why I'm creating this channel: to document my journey and to encourage others to live with faith, love, and peace. And yes, also to earn, because there's nothing wrong with turning your story into something that sustains you. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.